Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. I have an update to share about a few of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So I wanted to share a couple of updates on January 6 defendants who have rejected plea deals and are going to be going to trial. So first up is Richard Barnett. He's the guy who was famously photographed sitting in Nancy Pelosi's office with his foot up on her desk, and he's accused of taking an envelope from her desk. He said he cut his finger and got blood on it, so he took it with him. Well, in the photo of Barnett, you can see what looks like a stun gun or a cattle prod of some sort hanging off of his belt loop. So Barnett is charged with a big list of both misdemeanors and felonies. And evidently, he's not happy with the offer being made by the prosecutor. His attorney didn't elaborate regarding the specific charge to which they're asking him to plead guilty, but it sounds like it's one of the felonies. Because in mid-April, he said that it was unacceptable due to Barnett's age, meaning the plea deal was unacceptable. Barnett happens to be 61, and he said that, because of the fact that the federal sentencing guidelines for that charge fall between 70 to 87 months. So whatever charge they want him to plead to apparently would get him, quite a few years in jail or in prison. So as of now, Barnett is scheduled for a trial in early September. I'm wondering if they might be reconsidering their position, because we know, there's been more recent guilty verdicts against some of his fellow defendants. And if they leave it up to a jury, it's not going to be good, I don't think. And they have photographic and video evidence on this guy. So they have him dead to rights. Anyway, I'll let you know when I hear more. The next case is a bit different, and it's one of the very few that I believe is a mistake. You're not going to hear me say that very often. Shawn Witzemann, he rejected a plea deal after Judge Trevor McFadden, the absolute worst January 6th judge, he made the erroneous decision to acquit Matthew Martin on all counts. You guys may remember that. Weitzman, who's charged with the standard 4 misdemeanors that you guys are sick of hearing about, he was set to take a plea deal. But after Martin's verdict, he backed out. And here's why I think he might be doing the right thing. Weitzman appears to be a legitimate independent journalist who was just documenting what took place at the Capitol. He has for several years run different sites where he shares news updates and live streams from newsworthy events. One of these sites is the American Council for Truth in Journalism. He does appear to be a right-winger, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he was at the Capitol for the wrong reasons and to stop the certification of the election. I just want to be fair in all cases. And as you guys know, I'm going to keep it real with you, even if you don't like what I have to say. I'm going to tell you what I really think. In Weitzman's case, I believe a mistake was made. Now, he should have taken steps to get a press pass. So that's definitely on him. I don't know if that factors into it at all. And more than likely, because he didn't even chant, he didn't protest in any way that day, he didn't break anything, he didn't commit any acts of violence, he would probably just get off with a sentence of probation only. If Weitzman chooses to go with a bench trial, that might still be the case. He might still get just a slap on the wrist. But if Weitzman opts for a jury trial, that's going to be a real toss-up, right? He might get a juror or two who see things the way I do, but I wouldn't take that chance. Given what we've seen so far, I wouldn't. Anyway, like I said, this is one of the very rare situations where you're going to hear me say that the charges were possibly a mistake. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.